could do a live today. I was supposed to do one yesterday, but I kind of got caught up in Fortnite with a friend. We were on ranked, so kind of got caught up in that, and figured I'd just do it today instead on this lovely Friday. I hope everyone's week has been treating you well, and those of you that have a 3-day weekend, I hope that you have an amazing weekend. Hopefully, it's surrounded by God, family, love, and light, and just hope you have a wonderful day. I don't think we have too many plans. We do have, I believe, some fireworks that are going to be happening on Sunday here. I'm not too sure. Still have to verify. I was supposed to do that yesterday. Completely forgot. So I got to do that today. So hopefully we'll be doing that on Sunday. I'm looking forward to that. For sure. We haven't. It was supposed to be for the 4th of July, but the vendor who had control over um, the the event, the fireworks, had canceled, and they couldn't find another vendor, so they just rescheduled the current one that they had, and they made it in September. So I look forward to that. Hopefully the audio is working well. I didn't even go in and check, so I'm just trusting that it's gonna be okay. Uh, this is I haven't done like mole miner hunting in a while. There's still some plants I don't have from the new plants that they put in the pool earlier this year. There's still ones I don't have. I didn't really want to put too much time into it at that point. I was still going through my spiritual journey, so I wasn't doing a whole lot of gaming. But now that I know that gaming's part of my spiritual journey and connecting with people, I figured, yeah, I'm gonna hop on, see if I can get any plants. And I've got some caps in my bag. I might go and buy some pails and craft some pails and see, what I can get. Mm. Coffee is just delicious this morning. Oh, it's taken a while for this to load. I'm hoping it's not the infinite loading screen. Ah, there we go. Alright, so let's see what we have in this world. We have one tomb, so I'll go ahead and join that one. Why not? Alright, so since I'm already in the ash heap, I'm gonna go ahead and just start down here. Mole miners usually will spawn this same location. If you're not familiar with Fallout, the mole miners are like a treasure hunter type of thing. You go hunt for them, and they have pails on them, and the pails will give you rewards depending on the tier of the pails. You have like the dusty pails, which are the lowest level. Then you have just the regular mole miner pails, which is the mid level, and then you have the ornate pails, which is the high level. It used to be that when this first came out, you would only get um, you would only get like plans and good stuff from the mid and ornate pails. But when I did the Christmas in July event for the Holiday Scorched, I noticed that I got a lot of plans from the lower level tiers, and I'm hoping that that's the case for the mole miner pails as well. I'm just hoping. I'm not too sure. I figured I would hop on and help my teammate do this event because, why not, right? And check my weapon here. No, I need to. There you go. This weapon really is one of my favorite weapons. And my builds, for instance, it's definitely flawless. Well, I wouldn't. It's not like flawless, flawless. Like there's still things I'm sure I could improve, but I think it's more to do just with me. improving my skill because I'm not that great at every game I play. I'm just now getting um, I'm just now getting really comfortable with Fortnite. So that skill's improving, and with Fallout, I like to think that I'm pretty knowledgeable in this game. But sorry, I'm focusing and I get quiet. I focus. I can multitask, but sometimes I don't know. I uh, I think otherwise. You know, you ever have those moments where you're like, I can multitask, and then you're given the opportunity to multitask, and you're like, ah, what's wrong with me? That's kind of what I face. No boy. I usually would use my flamer. My flamer. I switch to that, and that thing will just be eaten alive. I should learn to reload. But yeah, I'd like to think that my skills kind of getting better with most games. In Fallout, I try to like push myself a little bit to where I'm not getting too comfortable, but it's honestly really hard to do. I won't deny that. I'm always hoping for new content because this game really is one of my favorites to play. But it's just like really lonely when you play alone. I remember playing the first 70 levels when I first started all by myself, and that was before NPCs even were in the game, and it was just so lonely. And I was like, I don't really like it that much, you know? I mean, I like the lore, I love the story, but it was very much a challenge. Um, it was very much a challenge by yourself. And then when I met my hubby and we started playing with people, the game became it did become a lot funner, but I noticed that a lot of things were like being rushed. So I did miss a little bit of that, where I had to um, where I did have to limit myself in the things that I did, and I had to be very conscientious of my decisions. I don't know what's going on with the game. It's glitching. I can't pick up any of the rounds that are above. So um, I'm just picking up ammo that I use, things I could sell. Yeah, see, I can't pick up some of the things. I'm not too sure why that is. And everything else I'm going to leave because I don't have Fallout First currently. Um, yeah, something's glitched. It's really strange. That's okay. I'm really good on ammo anyway. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the mole miner. There's already someone at Camden. That's usually where I start. So I'm going to go ahead and just I'm gonna go to Welsh and see if there's any there. We might have to go to a private server for this. I'm hoping not, because I like to do certain events, and I don't like to do those alone. Just because it's not that they're impossible. I think a lot of people can solo a lot of these events by themselves. It's just I don't want to waste all my ammo and resources, because without Fallout First, I'm not going to be really crafting a lot of ammo over the next month. I don't want to get Fallout First until the new board starts, so I'll wait till September for that to renew. I don't know how the weather is anywhere else, but here in the Midwest, it's gonna be pretty. It's supposed to be stormy today, so we'll see. The weather has been kind of warm, but not too bad recently. Um, Earlier, I would say late last week into early this week, we had some really hot weather, and it was yeah, someone's already been here for the mole miners. That's unfortunate. The one challenge with being in a public server is that when you're hunting these, um, is you kind of have to compete with other people because a lot of people have um, the same mindset, same plan. But let's go ahead and sell some things, and then I'm gonna buy the pails and just craft a couple and see what we can get. I can I got to craft some more serums. So I usually use serums to get the caps back because they're 500 a piece, and they're not that expensive to craft. Um, if you're worried about the fluxes, I really don't worry about those. I used to give all of my flux and keep just a small selection um, to my hubby, so I know that I could ask him um, to log on, and he would drop some for me if ever needed. So, and then also running nukes when you do like the Queen, the Titan. I don't really particularly like Earl because he's like a bullet sponge to me. I haven't quite figured out the correct way to fight that boss. And every time that I seem to go in there, he is bouncing around. So he's either like bouncing into the ceiling or he's under the floor, and we end up failing. So I really don't have good experience doing Earl, so I leave him out. And usually, the ones that I do are the Queen fight, the Titan, and Neurological Warfare is one of. It used to be my favorite. I heard that they patched that one though. It used to be that you could have certain perks with your chainsaw, and you could be able to take them down so fast. So um, I need to do that eventually, and see if it's still possible to take them down quickly. I haven't really heard any reports either way. So we'll see. We'll see. Right now I'm just selling some things I don't need. I don't really need mentats. Uh, I usually do use Psycho because of the damage and damage resist for 3 minutes. I use that for the neurological warfare. I haven't done the Dangerous Pastimes event yet, so I'm not too sure if that gives you flux. Um, I will have to look into that. And I haven't completed it since they've taken it away from the game, and they recently reintroduced it back with, I believe, the last update or the previous update from that, but I haven't done that one yet to see if it does. Medics I do because it increases damage resist, but you can't stack. So it really depends on kind of what my perk cards were at the time, because sometimes I have to flip them out for additional carry weight, especially if I'm getting a lot of script weapons from events, if I'm running those events. And with neurological warfare, you get the three bosses will give you each a 3-star legendary weapon or armor piece. And on top of that, you also get a 3-star weapon for completing the event. So we did that back to back. So I was often really over cucumbered with those, and I'd have to switch my perk cards out to help with the weight. Buff out, I usually will keep those. I don't know because I have carry weight boosters, but if I didn't have carry weight boosters, I would actually keep those because it gives you an increase of 3 to strength. That gave me a little boost if I was over cucumbered. I know that one of the major things that really got me, one of the major events was. Oh, my mind just gone out. Uh, the couple of ones were like Radiation Rumble and oh my brain is not working this morning. It's the event that takes place here at the Foundation Outpost. I completely forgot the name of it. My brain is just not working this morning. Um, yeah, so the event that takes place here, it's with the Super Mutants. I apologize. It's embarrassing. But that event, I would also get like so much. I heard that they actually nerfed that, so you don't get as many legendaries, which is unfortunate. During the when we get that script surplus that's going on, like I believe it was going on or is still going on. Um, I would love to do that event, and I would get so many legendaries, and some of them I would either if we weren't doing the script surplus, I would just drop them on a mule. It would either be my hubby, myself, or we would use a friend's mule. So let's go ahead and see if we can find some mole miners. Boy, oh boy. Let's go to, yeah, the Burning Man is definitely a place I go to, as well as Lewisburg. So, um, those are usually more beneficial. We could go here to Mount Blair Train Yard. They do have mole miners here, so we'll take a gander. But I do think that I'll have to go into a private. I don't see a whole lot of people going after the mole miners. Oh, and I forgot to. I completely forgot to buy the pails. Oh my. I'm really not on it this morning. I'm so sorry. Yeah, BattleBot going on too. I'm here, so why not? And for those of you, if you do play Fallout, like look at that one shot to the fusion core. Um, it is the like best. It's gonna blow up cell weight. That is like the best thing to do is and the here, I will actually look at my. I'm pretty safe right here, so I'll look at my perk cards for you. So this right here is the build that I have. Uh, tech, Traditionally, friendly fire is usually not on there. I had friendly fire when I was doing radiation rumble to keep the people alive. I usually put this on there, tenderizer. So this is usually the build. This is a build that a friend of mine helped me complete. And this has been a game changer for me. I used to be like super squishy. Like I would take very like little damage, and it seemed like to me as a bloody build and just be wrecked. I'd be like having to be revived constantly. Now it's completely different. I could take a pretty good amount of damage before I go down. The only time that I really go down quickly is if we're doing like the mutated events. Then I would actually see that reflective skin, and the explosive ones would really get me. Um, and then of course if we do daily up to the double mutations, if it is like resistant, which is melee only, and also explosive, I would be like done. I couldn't do those. So I still have some hindrance, but that comes with the territory of being a bloody build. So it's something that you work around. But yeah, this is my build. Feel free to stop, take a screenshot. This is all thanks to my friend Kev. He helped me kind of understand the builds a little bit more, and what is best for my build and how I run with the weapons I run. So yeah, let's go ahead and finish this event. I don't know why I collected the junk. I keep forgetting it all. Fallout first. Um, this one's pretty easy. You just activate the keypads on each side, and then you just do the master shutdown. This one's super easy. This is just like fly swatter. It's one of those where it's super easy, but you could also be rewarded, um, like very handsomely. I've done fly swatter and got the what's called like the Wasteland Lottery, which is just this big bulk drop of goodies. I got a lot of rare apparel and such. So I always do these small events, even though they seem like boring and uh, redundant. Like you get so used to doing them, they're still really good to try for because I'm actually gonna use my flamer. I didn't want that, but and I pick up Nuka-Cola because I do have plans of leveling up my baby character, and I'll probably go and do the next double XP um, and rank that tune up a little bit by running West Tech or doing events. And when I run West Tech, I usually will do Nuka Grenades. And when I use certain buffs, I know with this character, I did a run and I was getting 5,000 XP per super mutant when I would shoot them individually. And then I was getting the highest, I think, bulk when I would throw the. Where are you? Oh, you're all the way up there. The highest bulk I've ever gotten, I want to say uh, I've gotten it several times, but the highest, like absolute highest, where I would throw a grenade in, was over 42,000 XP. So it's definitely a good thing to do if you're wanting to just level up. It used to be so much harder to level up, and I never used to do like West Tech runs or use buffs. I would just like level up the normal way, you know. Just use the XP that I get, and if I do use any buffs, it would just be lunch boxes, and that would be all that I used. That was, but before lunchboxes even became a thing, I never used any of the buffs for like food or magazines or bobbleheads. I didn't use any of those, and I managed to like level up. Um, I think I was a little over level 600. I was like on the verge of 700 when and a couple of friends are like, why don't you just like do buffs and and do West Tech, and we can get you leveled up quite quickly. So that's what we did. We went ahead and did West Tech during that next double XP, and I was actually went from I think it was like 700 to 900. I think it was 900. Yeah, that we hit during that double XP. So we were getting a lot, and then the next double XP that we got after that, I went ahead and did West Tech again, and that's when I was actually really paying attention to my builds, the perk cards, and all the buffs that I was capable of using. I also switched my mutations because I used to be a carnivore, switched it to herbivore. Definitely, um, there's pros and cons for each, but the pros outweighed the cons for when it came to being a herbivore versus a carnivore. Kind of like in real life, although I'm not a vegan, but I do primarily tend to eat more fruits and vegetables now than eating meat. Meat I think it's just like something that we'll have like once a week or so. So yeah, I've noticed that I've started to eat meat less and less. Not because I don't like it or I don't agree with that. I'm not um, I'm not like that kind of a person, but it's just like I've noticed that my body reacts so much better to a more balance of eating meat less than I used to, and eating more fruits and vegetables. So, uh, yeah, my character actually benefits more too with the build. Um, I never actually used these. I've only ever took over this workshop maybe twice or three times, and I have never ever used those turrets. Honestly, didn't even realize that they were there. Wow. Ooh, excuse me, I had a burp. Um, I am not having any luck with these mole miners. I am really disappointed. I remember coming here too for the first time, and there was a Gauss rifle that was on the shelf in here somewhere. I think that's the last one. I'm trying not to loot. Like, I have this urge just to pick up everything. And I'm like, no, no, no. I'm trying to remind myself I don't have Fallout First, and I don't want to put any junk in my stash box because well, for one, I can't because I'm at like 11.99. And two, I know that that's really going to mess up my ability to yeah, scorch here instead. And is that a person? You guys saw that too, right? Oh my gosh. What was that? Is that a person? I saw someone that looked like they fell. There's nobody on the map though. That was interesting. I'll have to watch the replay and see what that was. Huh. I'm not too worried about the the health damage. Um, I'm not really too keen on killing anything else. I just want to find mole miners. I just want to find a treasure hunter. That's it. You know? I'm not having any luck. I honestly seem to find them more when I'm not looking for them. Alright, let's go to Lewisburg, I guess. Um, I'm thinking that most of these places here have already been hit. Lewisburg's usually never touched. Um, so we'll go there, see if we can find anything. And this stream will probably end at like 11:45. It's not going to be very long. I gotta get some things done. Yesterday, I've been keeping an eye on our doggo. She got into our garage, and there was these spears. It's a spear. It's what you use for when you're ice fishing, and it's to help with the fish. So you have this spear, and the garage door somehow came open. Like the big door is closed, but the side door was open, and we're not sure why. And for some reason, both her and Jax had ran into the garage. I wasn't outside at the time. I was inside. We were getting ready to head to bed, so he was out there letting the two out. I was getting the bed made and everything, just getting prepared to go to bed. And I hear him yell for me, and I can hear the distress. I was like, "Oh no, what's going on?" And I open the door, and he's there holding Addie, and she's got a spear through her leg. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I was like expecting blood to be trickling out and everything. But by the grace of God, somehow the spear had just gotten under her skin. It didn't sever any blood vessels or anything. The only thing that there was just a little bit of blood from actually piercing the skin. So we got that taken care of. It's a little swollen this morning, but she went outside and was running out in the yard, and she ate her breakfast and everything just fine. It's just a little swollen. It's a little discomfort. I can understand having a spear go through my leg too, but I was just like, oh my, thank you God, because that it was just like right above. If it had gotten just a little lower, things could have just been so much worse for her. So I am just so thankful. I knew God was watching over her. I pray for them every time because they can be wild. They're Addie is a healer. And if any of you, when you're watching this video, have healers, you understand that they're like velociraptors. They kind of have their own thing. I absolutely love the breed. Smart as a whip, and I love how they love people. They just like everything. My favorite breed of all time is a Labrador, but when my hubby got Addie for me, um, I was like desperately wanting a dog. This was like a year after we had lost our baby, and I was just like I was really missing companionship of a puppy, and I was like, I really want a dog, and he was like, well, we can't just yet. And then a friend of ours, like a few months later, a friend of ours let us know that a friend of his has a farm and they breed healers, and like, we have puppies available. Well, they were like 500 at the time, 550, and it's like, we really want one, but we're not really in the position right now to really spend that much um, on a puppy at that time, even though, I understand that it costs to breed dogs properly. I've been there. It costs so much to breed dogs responsibly and do all the health testing and everything. Well, come to find out, she wasn't like really well bred as far as like show standards. This was a farm breeder they bred for purpose. So the parents didn't have any health testing or anything. So I was like, no, I don't think that we can really do that. So we passed. And I was still kept up to date on the puppies, and I was able to see the puppy pictures and everything. So I kind of watched them grow. And then fast forward, um, they are 6 months old or 5 months old, sorry. So they're 5 months old, and a friend comes to me and says they have a female left, and they really want to find her a home. They had her sister already, and her sister and her brothers, all of them except for Addie, had been placed into working homes, so they were farm dogs. And he told me, it's like, well, they reduced her price. She's only 150, and something at that time I didn't understand was like calling to me, and I was like, yeah, actually, that's actually, I definitely think we could do that, but I don't think that we would be able to have a puppy. And um, my hubby's like, we have the money, let's go get her. And I remember just like screaming, like in my, like I can't really scream high. Um, I had a I had an infection in my throat several years ago, and after that, I could never, like, I can't have any high pitch come out. Nothing comes out. It's just like nothing. I used to be in a choir, and now it's just like my singing. I've been getting used to this new voice. But anyway, so I kind of like just like made this weird screeching sound. It was so funny, and I was so happy, and he was like, "Oh, let's go ahead." And on the way there, we were stopping at places so we can get her supplies because we were not ready. We weren't ready. We didn't have dog food. We didn't have her bed. We didn't have toys. So he was like, "We have the money. Let's just do it." Yeah, we went and did it. We went and got her, and oh my gosh, when the moment that we met her, it's like she already knew us. Oh, I don't have this plan. Um, I definitely want this one. She's like, she just came to me, and the lady that was raising the puppies told us that she was like really skittish, and she was always like picked on. All of her siblings always picked on her. She was always the one who was alone, and seeing her like in the kennel that they had, because they had this little setup for her, and just like seeing her in there all alone, I just like, oh my gosh, why are you so oh, you're so sweet, you should not be like this. And like, granted, the people took good care of her, she was healthy and everything. It's just like she had no other dogs there, you know, everyone overlooked her. And it's like, I know that feeling. I was overlooked my entire life, and as a child. And when she came out of the kennel, she just came right up to me, and she just melted. I was just like, yes, this is it. And they're like, do you have a name? And I was like, yes, I actually do. I thought of her name on the way, and Adelaide spoke to me, and her name will be Addie for short. And Adelaide is a place in Australia, which is that's where they were actually like first bred, was in Australia. So because they're an Australian cattle dog. So yeah, Addie. She came into a place like in our life where we were already starting to kind of heal, but not quite there yet. We were still in a rough place, and she kind of helped us, um, because it wasn't just us, you know. It was, we have another life here, and that we had to take care of. And we got her, uh, we started her training and everything. The moment that she stepped foot in the house for the first time was the funniest thing. She didn't know what to do with herself, and then um, we were we were roommates with a friend of ours, and so we had the upstairs portion, and our bed is a nice big queen size bed, and she just jumped up there, and she was like snuggling the blankets and digging in the blankets, and she just was so happy. And her getting used to being inside was a chore. I will tell you that. Healers are something else when it comes to them being ornery, taking things that shouldn't have been taken. She's taken several pieces of my clothes and chose them for herself. She even took one of my towels, and she's like, this is mine. I'm like, you're so silly. But she's as smart as a whip. She's so smart. We trained her up pretty good. She started to get trained to where, I hear one. Right there's a mole miner treasure hunter. Look at that. Our first one of the day. Woohoo. We got a regular mole miner pail. Sweet. Um, but we got her trained, and we really didn't apply the training. It was just like we were going to like softly correct her, and it was definitely mostly based on praise. Like, I wanted her to know that if she does make the good choices, she gets rewarded for those choices. I don't really like to punish. I don't like to punish. I like to know that she's gonna make good choices because she likes that reward. You know, it's much like following God. You know, you don't do it for the reward, but you know that by keeping on your path, no matter how hard it gets, no matter what you do, you mess up, you try again. You know, pick yourself up, dust off, um, and try again. And you know that reward that's coming. You know that reward is being in his presence. The way that you feel, it triumphs everything. And I know with her, it's a little different because she's a dog, and she's very food motivated, very toy motivated. She loves her toys, but she loves food a little bit more. So we trained her up, and she was so quick to learn. She was able to go off leash. She loved to come visit my hubby's parents. She loved Mima, which was my hubby's mom, my mother-in-law. We would tell her, let's go to Mima and Pop's house, and let's go visit. And she loved it so much. And I remember my father-in-law was watching Addie. Um, in the back with us, and not on a leash, and she just stayed around us, and he was like, oh, I want a dog like that. Because he likes the companionship, and he's got a little chihuahua right now who's his little best friend and his companion. um, and then he's got a lab as well named Max. And Max, though, has he didn't get the training that he needed, so he does have to be on a tie out when he goes outside. Otherwise, he runs. And he runs. He likes to explore the neighborhood, and the only way to get him in is to get a leash and say, "All right, Max, let's go, bye bye," and or just hop in or drive up next to him, and he'll hop in the car. Um, but yeah, so we have Addie, and then we have Jax, and Jax is Addie's son. We had moved in with my father-in-law, when my hubby's mom passed away, and Addie had decided to come in season, uh, as we had just started to kind of getting situated. And I told my hubby, I was like, don't let her up with Max, because Max is not fixed and Addie's not fixed yet. I don't want her to have puppies accidentally. So let's not have her in there. Let's not have them together. So he did. I was cooking dinner, and he had brought Addie up, and within seconds, I hear someone say something's wrong, and there's Addie and Max. It didn't last very long, but I was like, oh no, we're gonna have puppies, and she did. She had 6 little puppies, cute as a button. Jax was the one with the most white on him, and oh my gosh, he's so adorable. All the puppies were adorable. Oh, that was. I used to breed labs, so I was able to really I was able to do everything. The only thing I didn't do was, of course, their shots myself, because I wanted them to have a vet exam. So we did take them to the vet for that. Um, my mom and I used to do our own vaccines when we'd have litters, because we do shots first, and then their second shot, before they went home, is when they would get their vet exam. So that's how we worked it. But with this litter, I wanted to wait to just do one vaccine and do the vet, because I'm not really much with bombarding puppies with so many vaccines so young. So, yeah, we decided to do that. I'm not sure where to go from here, honestly. We have people everywhere. Let's go do fly swatter, though, see if we can get lucky today. But yeah, so Jax was born, and my father-in-law and hubby, like, they fell in love with Jax, and my hubby was like, I want to keep him. I was like, oh no. Because I had a lot of dogs. Growing up, my mom used to breed chow chows. So as a child, was around dogs all the time. So I know the hard work that you have to put in. I know the hard work that you have to put in with multiple dogs, and it's not easy. They're very much like toddlers. Excuse me. They're very much like toddlers. So I was like, oh no. But he is a really good dog. He is now turning, I think, 2 years old this year, um, which is crazy when you think about it. It seems like just yesterday he was born. Um, but yeah, he's going on 2, and Addie had him when she was a little over a year old. It was completely accidental. I did not want that to happen. But so he's going on 2, Addie's 3, and nope, no luck. No luck. I should get rid of the fledgling now. I don't really think it's doing much. Um, yeah, it is. It's affecting my EP, so let's go ahead and heal from that. I don't really have a lot of things to buy. Let's go to Welsh Station first, and then we'll head to my camp and heal up. Um, but yeah, Jax he's definitely got the 50-50 when it comes to catalog. He's one that is really smart for sure. He stays around us. He learned off his mama um, that he can't travel far and near, but he likes to chase things, and he thinks everybody's his friend. So we do pay attention to if we have anybody walking by the house or anything, because he likes to run up to people and say hi, and people don't appreciate that, which I understand. He should be in our yard. So we're still working on that in his recall. But he's such a good boy, and he still has a lot of the white that he has, but it doesn't look white. It looks like a blue-gray color. It looks really nice, and he's he's a little smaller than his mama. So that was great. They're both always around the 30-pound mark, or a little under. When she's overweight, she's like 35 pounds. But, you know, everybody puts on winter weight. Nobody wants to go out in Wisconsin in the winter, because it's so cold, and we always have so much snow. So none of us like to be out there so much. I love I love winter, but not when it's uh, not when it's like super super cold out and 30 below zero, which was my very first winter experience here. I came here with pretty much nothing winter wise, so I was like, oh, the winters aren't going to be too bad. I'm from Idaho. Yeah, no, they're much worse here. The place in Idaho I lived, we'd get maybe 6 inches or so of snow a year. We would barely get below zero. I heard in Mole Miner, so I'm gonna see if we have maybe some luck. Um, but yeah, my first year here, and it was it got to 30 below zero several days, and I was sick, ill prepared, and I was like, oh no, what do I do? Thankfully, his mom had some things for me, so that was a blessing um, to have. But the cold here is like super cold, like really cold. Um, I don't think we have any luck. That was just the one-off, a live one. Let me go to my camp and heal, and then we will continue on. Let's go and actually activate one of my other camps that are closer. Activate this one. Sorry, I had to mute for a second. I had a frog in my throat there for a sec. Uh, I think I'll heal up here. I have the reason I wanted to activate this camp, I don't have a symptomatic in the other camp I had activated. That one's more of just like a work in progress right now, so. This is one of my camps is like a mini mart type of thing. This is like the first camp that I really put a lot of detail into. And it's quite small when you think about it, but I'm at max budget now. I can't do anything really with this. I used to have a pet here, and every time I'd bring a pet to this camp, it would get destroyed because there would be like either. Uh, it usually would be super mutants that spawn over here, and then sometimes I'd get scorched, so they'd constantly kill my pet. But yeah, this is my little camp that's like a mart. It's got all this stuff outside, kind of like if you go to like a flea market type of or antique shop. They usually have things like scattered around and cluttery that you can snoop through. So I got this as a fountain, and I got flowers and stuff, and I got my shelter, my little worm farm. I don't even remember what that shelter is built. I don't think I really have any um, cohesiveness to it. I loved these tiki torches from the board. I really do like them. I have them at another camp, but in purple. Um, and then the seating area, ignore the stove. I did this when I was doing my weeklies once, and my ally was on the stove inside, so I had to put another down. The seating area with popcorn, some storage, and the fireplace, and of course the rockers, more storage. Just some random stuff. The Nuka-Cola mystery machine, because you always do have a soda vending machine on the outside when you have places like this. I'm part of the Women of the Wasteland, so that's what that stands for. And then I got the moths on the post here. They blended in really well, so it looks like you got moths like attracting to the light. Excuse me. Inside here, I've got the doors, so the saloon doors. I thought that was a good match. Um, this is like the workshop area. Then you have the display cases where the food's at. I've got like the perfectly preserved pie and stuff. A mannequin, vendor with the coffee or the tea machine. The coffee machine's there with the suitcases and my ally sink. There's some stuff. Kill, laugh, love, because it is the wasteland, you know. Um, Decorations on the wall. This is the workshop area here. Every workshop bench that you need is here. Weapons up there with weapon schematics. Blue Devil. I really liked how this turned out, to be honest. And then if you go through these stores here, you enter the living quarters of the shop owner. I've got the water, a purified water, the vintage water cooler, and this is their relaxation where they cuddle in the chairs and watch TV. I went with these because it's like it looks like it's reclaimed. So when I wanted to give that vibe where it is the wasteland, you know, they're utilizing things that they can find in the wasteland here, especially like with the White Spring. There's a table from the White Spring. That's from the White Spring. Everything that could be like utilized and brought here because we are on the White Spring grounds. So it made sense to me. So this is our little seating area, water coolers and stuff with the plants and um, pictures, and I went with the brick because I thought that gave it a nice touch and with the stained glass and a glass ceiling because this is kind of like the sunroom. Sorry, I have a frog in my throat, so and it won't come out. So I apologize. And then of course I had to put a fan there to help with the things, and then in here is the living quarters. The phone I could have like I honestly remember this being up on there, but I don't know if that changed. And then put case, some decorations, a moth from the Mothman event, which I just love that one, so I put that one up. Fireplace here, a little stool to keep warm during the cool nights, and some decorations and stuff. Of course, you can see there's furniture also that would be like from the White Spring here, and a bed. This would be something I just like, and the lore of my character would be like something that they had made with like logs around the area, and then some deer skins, of course, for the blanket, candles, and some makeshift furniture and stuff. These are really pretty. I've always liked those because of the glow, the iridescent glow that they've got. Um, and then out here, of course, the one of the piggies from Meat Week. Love those. And then out this door here is where we have the outdoor living space. We have a bed for the good days where you just want to sleep out under the stars. It's got a beautiful view, usually. I have the darkness on right now because I like the glow. We have our little butterfly sanctuary here, more water coolers, a tree with a sap bucket, a good place to relax here. And then we have an outdoor shower. I wanted to do an outdoor shower because this place here, I just have it where it's like they kind of took over. Like I was thinking they took over like an outdoor like garage type area. This would be like an office building or something for the White Spring. And the person took over and kind of made it their own. So they brought all the furniture and stuff, and they built an outdoor shower because there wouldn't have been a shower inside or a bathroom. And yeah, so that's kind of the idea that I got. And then they just like built their little dream getaway. You know, it's the apocalypse, but they have everything that they need, and they can live comfortably. And they have their little shop, so they're making a living all at the same time. And of course, you got these here. You just glitch these things in with using the pressure plate on the shelf to make it look filled in. Like these are things that you can like buy. That's the whole idea. Is like these are things that you could buy that are on the shelves, and then also back here, things that you can buy. Cake that you can buy, and cookies and pie, um, food you can candy. Yeah, this was supposed to be just like a little shop, and then where you can also like repair your stuff. So you can come here, get something to eat, get a shower, and then also repair your stuff if need be. And then we have this here as a symptomatic to heal yourself. So it's like one of my favorite camps. Sorry, I do apologize for my voice this morning. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. I think it's the shift in the weather because it keeps going from super hot to not so hot, and then of course we get the cool air from the storms, and my body is just like it doesn't know what to do. But this is one of my favorite camps. It is one of my favorite. I think that it's one of my favorites. I haven't torn it down. I've had this for a long time. I just like the way that it feels. It's just like a hodgepodge of things. Like you could tell that there's things that were fixed and added in from different locations to fix the building because it would have been in disarray. And I added this. It matches. It blends in so well to the ground. So I was like, I have to put that down. I don't have any like lore that fits in with my story. I guess you could say a super mutant suicider dropped it. I don't know, but it's a good. It fits in really well. And then the outside here, I had more plants, but they take up a lot of build budget, so I kind of reduced it down. And I had to buy these from. I had to buy these collecting barrels um, from the Talma shop because it fit so well in for just this one camp. I got so fixated on them. I have to, and they add in so well. And then when this thing came out on sale for 250 atoms, I had to buy it. Um, but yeah, this is my little thing. I don't have a lot of crops anymore because of the fact that they build a lot, but I did put them to the front to give it fullness. At least it looks full. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. One of my favorites. So let's go in and I'm gonna craft the piles that I've already done. Oh wait, I'm sorry, wrong one. For some reason, I was gonna, I should craft those two, but I'm gonna craft the pails first. Chests, there they are. I got two, so I'll craft these, and then we'll open and see what the odds are. We have Oh, I got the Safari Gorilla backpack out. That's actually pretty decent for a first plan. I remember those used to be worth so much. I don't think I got a plan for this one. It's like hit or miss. Mm. The TV aquarium is another one that's actually really good. So those two, my very first two crafted, and I got two highly sought after plans. So not too shabby. I think I will go ahead and craft me some more because I was on the fence about buying some more. So we'll take Bloody Mess off. We'll put Super Duper on. I have to be mindful of the time. Oh, I do actually. Darn, I am so sorry, you guys. I was hoping I'd do more, but I have to leave it at this. I have to go. I've got some things to do, and I'm going to get a phone call here in like 3 minutes. So I do have to be prepared for that phone call. I hope that you've enjoyed me a little bit, enjoyed the game with me, and enjoyed my camps. My camp little um, tour, my camp tour. There you go. I didn't really want to talk too much about getting into the religious aspect. I only got up a little bit because I don't want to bombard you guys. I want you to know that I'm not going to shove religion down your throat. I'm not a religious person. I am a spiritual person. I didn't want to throw that down. And again, I want you guys to be welcome and just enjoy the game with me. And then we can also, give credit to God, and little sprinkles here and there. That's okay. It is okay. It is about just that unity that we're coming together and through gaming, and we can talk about anything, honestly. I have to end the broadcast now. I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And have a great weekend and a great, I think it's Memorial Day. Um, I want to say, I'm not sure. I completely forgot. My brain is not working. But enjoy the weekend. God bless. Remember, you matter. You are loved. You are wanted. Have a great day and a blessed day and a blessed weekend. I probably won't have another broadcast until either Tuesday or Wednesday. So I will be on again then. Um, yeah, enjoy your day. God loves you. I love you. Toodles.